Receive Alex, Joseph, what brought you to Symptomedica?
Hello first. Uh, we were interested in this kind of procedure, and we tried to find a clinic in Europe who can perform such a procedure, as Alex was born in cesarean and he wasn't breastfed. So from his very early beginning, he was lacking good bacteria, and we tried to supplement with different kind of capsules, but it didn't work very well. And when we heard about FMT, we thought it could be a good idea to try this approach.
I know you have come a long ways. Your journey is 20 years or more, and you have been to different clinics all over the world. And eventually, what made you come to Symptomedica?
We discovered that Alexander is having autism when he was 3 years old. Now he's 25. So our journey lasts for 22 years, and we were almost like pioneers in this approach. Many parents told us that this is just a state and that we can't do anything. But we were trying to do different tests. We have tried with nutrition, with different kind of supplements to clear his body from toxins and heavy metals and many different things. And one part was always lacking, and he was always, through all these years, having the same problem that showed up. Vitamin B12 metabolism, folic acid metabolism, and good bacteria. They always showed everything that we have solved meanwhile, but those three things always showed as always coming back and back. Anything we did couldn't solve those three problems. Mm-hmm. So we heard that in America they are starting with some experiments with autistic population, and we find that only 2 clinics in Europe does this. So we contacted UK, but they suggested that we will come here at Symptomedica, as you only could perform this procedure using the laughing gas, which is more comfortable for children and adults, of course, with special needs, which they can't in UK. So we contacted Symptomedica, and that is how this part of journey started.
Mm-hmm. This is your second time at Symptomedica, and what brought you here the first time, and did you see any results?
Yes, first time was experiment for us as well. We didn't know if it going to give any kind of improvement or not. But in the few months, in fact, in first days, we noticed that he is feeling calmer. And in the next few months, we noticed that his behavior improved. His sleep was better. He was having good night's sleep. Before he was laughing or screaming during the night. Then what is most important for many parents with autistic children and adults is that his communication behaved much better. He started using more words, many spinning things and things that he used to self-regulate started disappearing. And he was using more and more words and expressing his needs freely. Before we used to give him a choice between 2 or 3 things, but now he discovered that he can place his own need, not what we offer to him, but he could express his needs freely with his words. So, unfortunately, meanwhile, we had to do repair of his teeth, and it is possible to do only general anesthesia. And they gave him antibiotics. In 3 days, we noticed that his behavior start regressing, spinning things again became more and more, and his well, I call it singing, but he makes he's making sounds instead of words. He started using those different sounds. So we decided to come again, and in only 5 treatments this time that we had, we noticed that his singing is going less, and the words are going up. So it seems that only now in these 5 treatments it showed improvement. Yes, yeah. So that is, I think it's something that many parents are looking for. You know, that their children are more relaxed, have a good sleep, and that they can express if something is hurting and if they have some kind of needs or.
Yes, and what would you say about our approach, our care?
We are very pleased. Everyone here try to relax Alex first and relax us as well. It's not easy because we are afraid. He has gone through many things, and we are always afraid how he would react, if he is going to accept it or not. So we were also very anxious and worried. So the staff is great, thanks to Dr. Real and Dr. Stano. They really helped that Alexander accept all this treatment, which is not hurtful but unpleasant, I suppose. So for children and adults with autism, it's very difficult to accept any kind of treatment. So he did.
Yeah. In one sentence, like last sentence, like how do you summarize like Symptomedica, our approach and our care and our treatment for autism?
In one sentence, I would only say that I recommend to all the parents who have problem with microbiome with their children. Of course, as I talked to Dr. Will, many different diagnoses are put under autistic syndrome, and not all the children have the problem with dysbiosis, but those who have, I think this approach can benefit their children and, of course, their families in general. Yeah. And thank you, Symptomedica.
Thank you too for taking time out to share your experience with other parents, and they can know about.
We are always here to share our experience with other people. We know when we started with Alexander 22 years ago, it was a very unknown problem. Not many things were given as a solution. So thanks to the improvement of medicine and technology, many things have changed during the time. So we are really open to share our experience with other parents. So just go for it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'd like to say that I also admire you as parents. I can feel the support for Alex. I can feel the love. So we're very thankful
Thank you.
of that.